The Cathedral of Coimbra, or Velha, stands as one of the most important Romanesque architectural works in Portugal. Built in the 12th century during the reign of Afonso Henriques, the first king of Portugal, it is a remarkable testament to the early days of the Portuguese kingdom. This cathedral is deeply linked to the history of the counties of Portugal and Coimbra, containing the remains of Count Dom Cisnando Davides, who famously convinced King Ferdinand of Leon to reconquer the city for Christianity in the 11th century. Moreover, Coimbra's status as the first capital of Portugal is a testament to the significance of its cathedral. As the political and cultural center of the Kingdom of Portugal, Coimbra witnessed the consolidation of royal power, and the cathedral became a central place of worship. The Velha of Coimbra is a remarkable example of Romanesque architecture in Portugal, showcasing a blend of French influences and local adaptations. Built between 1139, the year of the Battle of Ourique, which marked Afonso Henriques' decisive victory, and 1162, its construction occurred under the episcopacy of Dame Miguel Salomayo. The first architect, Magister Bernard, directed the project for a decade before being replaced by Sueiro. Later, when the building required improvements, Magister Robert from Lisbon, possibly of Norman origin, contributed to its refinement. The church exemplifies the mature phase of the Romanesque style, with a harmonious architectural coherence in all its elements. The church has 3 naves, divided into 5 bays, and a transept. The east end, or cabecera, features 3 hemicircular chapels with a carefully balanced exterior decoration, emphasized by rounded semi-cylindrical pilasters. The second level includes a triforium that runs along the lateral naves. This triforium, on a reduced scale, recalls the architectural style of Santiago and the Poitou region, particularly in how it extends as a gallery through the transept walls. The central nave is covered by a barrel vault, while the triforium floor also features vaulting, defining a spacious matroneum. Externally, the Velha of Coimbra has a robust, fortress-like appearance, reinforced by its merlons, giving it a military aspect. This defensive aesthetic reflects the turbulent period of its construction, coinciding with the consolidation of Portugal as a kingdom. The facade stands out as the most original element of the building, demonstrating a fusion of architectural traditions. It follows a French model of composition, but also integrates Italian and Castilian influences. The Castilian connection is particularly noticeable when comparing it to the facade of the Cathedral of Avila. Despite these international influences, the facade of the Velha exhibits considerable originality, particularly in its central volume, which stands apart from the general facade plan, creating the illusion of a false tower. This design element contributes to the church's unique character. Another distinct feature is the main portal, an inventive composition crowned by a large arched window resembling a suspended door. Above this, a blind arcade enhances the prominence of the central body of the facade. Additionally, at each extreme of the facade, 2 protruding structures form small towers, though in reality, these serve as emphasized buttresses, further strengthening the fortress-like appearance of the cathedral. The combination of these elements highlights the Velha's role in the development of Portuguese Romanesque architecture. While deeply rooted in European architectural traditions, it also represents a significant moment of local innovation. In many ways, the facade reflects the invention of a distinct architectural model in 12th century Portugal, blending foreign inspiration with creative adaptation. This synthesis of styles makes the Velha not only one of the most important Romanesque buildings in Portugal, but also a landmark in the architectural history of the Iberian Peninsula. The Cathedral of Coimbra would go on to influence many other religious buildings in the region. Among its key contributions is the system of fachadas de ressalto, a facade composition that extends forward, creating a pronounced volumetric effect. This system was later seen in other churches, including the now-lost Church of São Cristóvão de Coimbra and the Church of Santiago, which adopted elements of this distinctive approach. Another significant building that exhibits this influence is the Mosteiro de Santa Cruz. While it also employs the fachadas de resalto system, its central facade is even more pronounced. A notable parallel can also be drawn with the Church of São Martinho de Mouros, which shares similarities with the Cathedral of Coimbra in its facade tower structure. The presence of two great internal pillars within São Martinho de Mouros suggests a direct influence from the Coimbra edifice, reinforcing the transmission of architectural models across different regions. One of the most innovative aspects of the Cathedral of Coimbra is in how the central vertical axis of the facade integrates the main portal and the large false window, falso janelão, into a single formal composition. This fusion, known as the janelão portal, is a defining characteristic of the cathedral and carries deep symbolic meaning. It is often interpreted as a representation of the gateway to the celestial Jerusalem, reinforcing the spiritual significance of the church's architectural design. Beyond its structural and symbolic contributions, the Cathedral of Coimbra is also notable for its rich decorative program. The embellishments are particularly concentrated on the capitals of the columns, known as capiteis de pescoço. These capitals are adorned with a variety of motifs, including vegetal patterns, interwoven fillets, and depictions of animals. Such ornamentation reflects the broader Romanesque tradition of sculptural richness, serving both an aesthetic and didactic function. The Cathedral of Coimbra, therefore, stands not only as a singular architectural achievement, but also as a pivotal reference point in the development of Portuguese Romanesque architecture. Through its innovations and its influence on later structures, such as the churches of São Cristóvão, Santiago, and São Martinho de Mouros, it has left a lasting imprint on the architectural and cultural history of the region.